Hello everyone, welcome to Market Behavior and Cost Analysis class. In today's class, we will be discussing strategies of decision making. Now, strategies of decision making means these are important steps while taking a proper decision. Okay, now strategies of decision making means these decisions will be there for a longer period of time. So that is called as strategies of decision making, because each and every organization needs to take decision at the right time. So these steps will help the organization to take the proper decision. So there are 7 strategies of decision making. First point is create a constructive environment. Second is investigate the situation in detail. Third point, generate good alternatives. Fourth point, explore your options. Fifth point, select the best solution. Sixth point, evaluate your plan. Seventh point, communicate your decision and take actions. Okay, now we will discuss one by one. First point is create a constructive environment. So whenever you take responsibility of making decision, you have to rely on others to implement it. Because take example, top management, middle level management as well as lower level management. Now responsibility of taking decision will lie with top management. Okay, now that decision will be implemented by middle level as well as lower level. So here the decision making, like whenever decision is taken, we rely on others to implement it, because they are the people who are going to implement it. Because decisions cannot be taken without the consent of others. If you want to take any decision, you should take the consent suggestions from the others. If there is a constructive environment, then you can analyze the situation and then proper decision can be taken. So if constructive environment is not available, then you may not be able to take the proper decision at the right time. So constructive environment means you should get similar support from each and every employees as well as each and every level of the organization. Second point is investigate the situation in detail. Now investigate situation in detail means before you begin to take any decision, you should make sure that you are fully understanding that situation. So unless and until you understand the situation, it will be very difficult to take the proper decision. Now take an example. If you want to make a change in any one of the department, so as you all know, there will be different departments in the organization, like sales department, marketing department, production department, HR department, or it might be finance department. So likewise there will be different departments available. If you want to make any changes in one particular department, you should see that changes in that particular department should not affect the whole of the organization. Okay, so when proper decision will be taken, only when you analyze the situation, only when you know the situation in detail, only then you can take the proper decision. Okay, third point is generate good alternatives. Now generate good alternatives means if you want to take any decision, you should generate different alternatives. So before you take any final decision, it is very much necessary that the decisions must be selected from the different alternatives. If there are no alternatives, then you cannot select the best alternative for your decision. Okay, now take an example. Suppose if after your 10th, okay, so you had lots of options with you all. That is, you can take either commerce stream, or you can choose arts, science, diploma, polytechnics. Okay, so these are different alternatives. So if you want to select any one alternative, you should have different alternatives with you all. So that is what is generate good alternatives. So you will have to collect the information of the various alternatives available. Now next is explore your options. Now explore your options means what? Now when you are satisfied that you have different alternatives available with y'all, then now it is time like you have to evaluate the risks as well as implications of each one. Now take an example in an organization, like suppose if you have acquired the resources, then you will have to check whether your resources are adequate for the production. Then whatever solution or whatever solutions you have, so whether that is going to match with your objectives, or whatever decisions you have taken, whether that is going to last for a longer period of time. So these are different criteria wherein the organization has to think for it. Okay, now in third stage, when you have different alternatives available, now you will have, in fourth step, you will have to find out the risks involved in each and every alternative, because each and every alternative will be having advantages as well as disadvantages. So you will have to find out advantages and disadvantages of each and every alternative available. Now next step is select the best solution. Now select the best solution or select the best alternative. It means what? Like whatever alternatives you have evaluated. It means you have collected information of each alternative. So whichever alternative has less risk, that will be selected by the organization. If one particular alternative is clear, so that will be selected. Now however if you feel like still there are some complications in the alternatives, then you have again lot many options to select the different alternatives. So whichever alternative has less risk, okay, and which has more advantage, only such type of alternative will be selected by the organization. Now I was giving example for y'all about like after once you have passed your 10th, you have different options available with y'all. So finding out different options is what? Generate good alternatives. Okay, now finding advantages and disadvantages of each and every stream or each and every field is what? Explore your options. Okay, so gather information about the different alternatives available with y'all. Now once if you have gathered all the information about the alternatives, then it's time to select the best one. Okay, so as I have told you all, like different streams are available for you all. Now which one you have selected? You have selected as a commerce stream. Okay, now once if you have selected the commerce stream, it means you have done, according to you, you have selected the best alternative after considering the advantages and disadvantages of each and every alternative. Okay, that is what is select the best solution. Now next point is evaluate your plan. Now you have selected the best alternative available. Okay, now you need to find out whatever alternative you have selected, whether that is right, whether it can be implemented in your work or not. So that is what is evaluate your plans, because once if you implement it, you cannot change it. Okay, so before implementing that alternative, first you will have to evaluate it. Evaluate in the sense whatever decision you have taken, it is right or wrong, whether that is going to benefit our organization or not. Now suppose if you have selected a commerce field, it means whether commerce is suitable for you all or not, whether you can get better result from any other alternative available with you all. So going through all those alternatives is called as evaluate your plan. So you will have to find out whatever alternative you have selected that is best suited for the organization or not, because before we commit the mistake, it is better to prevent it. So for that it is necessary to evaluate your plans. Now next is communicate your decision and take actions. Now communicate your decisions and take actions. It means once if you have evaluated your plan, you know like whatever decision you have taken is right, then it is necessary for the organization to communicate it with the concerned people. Okay, because unless and until it is communicated, it is very difficult to implement that decision to your workplace. Okay, now take an example. So you all know levels of management: top level, middle level, as well as lower level. Now authority of taking decisions will lie with top level management. Now here top level management have taken decisions related to some important aspect. Now unless and until that decision is communicated to middle level as well as lower level, it is very difficult to implement, because when middle level as well as lower level management people, they doesn't know about the decision, they cannot implement it. So whatever decisions you have taken, that has to be communicated, then only proper actions will be taken. So unless and until you implement that decision, you will not get to know whether the decision is right or wrong, whether the decision whatever you have taken that will last for a longer period of time or for a short term period of time. So that depends on how you are going to implement it and how the decision is taken. Okay, so these are different steps available for decision making. So these strategies will help the management to take proper decision. So any decision, it might be, whether it might be routine decision or it might be strategic decision, anything it might be, if they follow these steps, then it will be easy for them to implement as well as to get best result. Okay, hope so this class is clear to you all. In our next class we will be studying next aspect of the same unit. Okay, thank you.